Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Um, Sorry I didn't get this out to you guys earlier. I've been under the weather the last couple days. You might still hear it a little bit in my voice. But I wanted to go ahead and get this video out to you guys because we have a fair bit of new stuff to look at and to go over with the latest update this week after maintenance. So we did get Chapter 5. So the magic song Little Mermaid, so chapter 5 has been released, and of course with that we have new units. We've got Ariel and we've got Ursula. I'll come back to the chapter 5. I've gone through it and I've completed it. I will say just one of the most interesting things about chapter 5 is that it does give us a new bonus farming stage for the little customization seeds. Now the bonus stage only gives you the seed mats for the weakest seed, but it's still kind of neat. Like if you're kind of already stocked up on everything else, and you want more seeds to roll abilities on your units, it's a good place to farm them. You can also get the seed materials for the blue seeds, but you can only get those from the hard stages, from farming hard stages, and they're not super common, but you have to get them from these like regular story stages. You can't get them from the bonus stage, so just keep that in mind. But that is kind of a nice new addition to the game, is you can now actually get those materials and craft the blue seeds. As you can see, it takes 5 of the blue seed materials, and it takes 20 of the old customization seeds. Not the seed materials, but the actual seeds. So you have to have those seeds plus the seed fragments to actually craft one blue seed. So I'm not really sure what the trade-off there is, and if it's necessarily worth it, but that's just something to keep in mind. We've always been able to craft these guys. Now it's going to be a lot easier to craft these. But yeah, eventually I assume we'll be able to craft the red ones too, and we'll see what that cost is once it comes around. Some of the other new things that they've added is they've added a new ranking system. I think this is kind of it's kind of silly, but I guess it's neat to look at. It's like, oh yeah, okay. Look at all these people that are so much higher ranked than I am, and the whole idea of the ranking system is that you're ranked based on the total strength of of all your units. So what that means is if you go into your characters, it basically, you take your HP, your attack, and your defense stats for all of the units in your current character list. You add up all those numbers together, and that's what gives you your total team strength, and that is how rankings are calculated. So when you see 331,000, that means all of the units in that person's inventory, all their HP, attack, and defense stats all added up together equal that number. And all that basically means is the people at the top are the whales. They're the people that have pulled for every single unit, have them all at multiple LB levels, have them all like maxed out attack and defense cubes, whatever. That's what gets you higher rankings. The rewards for higher rankings is just you get likes on the power ranking. You can do for the entire game. You can do regional. I'm not really sure how they break up the regions, but yeah, you can do it by region, and you can also look at your followers. You notice my piddly little ranking at 152,000. Yeah, it's but yeah, I honestly don't care. I'm here for fun. The rankings don't mean anything to me. You also might see people from the top rank showing up on your town. Do not click them. You're supposed to be able to get a gift from those players, but if you click on them, at least for me, I don't know if it does for you. For me, when I click on that person, it bugs out and it sends me back to the title screen. So there is some kind of glitch in that, at least for me. But you can get a little bit of lapis every day by clicking on the little like button. So I've already clicked it for today, but you see this little button down here. You click on that, and it sends likes to the top 3 people, and you get 10 crystals for that. So definitely do that every day. Also, a couple of other things you'll want to know. Looking in the shops, there are some free things in the shop. So you have a daily supply pack, which is free, which has 50 pixels and 5 of the customization seed fragments. All right. always pick these up. They're free. You might as well. Also in the weekly supply pack, all right, also free. Definitely pick that up. So there's no reason not to pick this stuff up, guys. But you may not have realized it's there because I honestly don't think they advertised it really. So definitely, if you did not know that was a thing, go check that out and make sure you pick those up. Now, as for our units, we have Ariel and Ursula, and these are both featured gachas. So similar to Aurora and Maleficent, similar to Adventurer Mickey, who, by the way, Adventurer Mickey has finally made it to the premier gacha pool. They finally put him in there. So if you go and we look at the drop rates, let's just make sure, because they said he was going to be in there. All right, I want to make sure now. We're going to check this out. He should be there right at the bottom. There you go, Adventurer Mickey. Yeah, finally. Too bad I went ahead and blew all my tickets because I didn't think he was ever going to be added. Took them 2 months to do it, but they finally added him to the premier pool. So what that means is that Ariel and Ursula will at some point get added to the premier gacha pool, just like Adventurer Mickey. It might take 2 more months. I don't know. Who knows? They may get added as soon as their banners are over, or they might wait until Chapter 6 arrives and then add them then. We honestly have no idea. They've done it both ways, where Aurora and Maleficent were added to the premier pool as soon as their banner ended. And then with Adventurer Mickey, they waited until the next chapter released before they added him. So we honestly have no idea what they're going to do with Ariel and Ursula, but keep in mind that they are both going to be in the premier pool at some point later on. So that could influence whether or not you pull for them now or not. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say right now the clear winner between these two is Ursula. Ursula is by far the better unit between the two, and that is because Ursula is a very good, like, top tier level buffer support unit for the party, who also comes with a nice attacking EX skill. So think about units like Genie and like Pooh. She definitely ranks up there with units like Genie and Pooh as far as what she does. Now. You'll see her, this is her at LB0. Ideally, you want to get her at least to LB1, because at LB1, she gets that extra ability with the SP charge. So she does HP regen for the party. She does damage reduction. She's the only other unit in the game besides Jewel Guardian Genie who does damage reduction. And as I've said in the past, damage reduction is better than defense buffs. So if you had to pick between damage reduction and defense buffs, damage reduction beats defense buffs every time. That's why Genie is so good. Now, I will say that she doesn't immediately replace Genie unless you have a good attack buffer on your party. Ursula really wants someone like Belle. If you have Belle on your party, Ursula has a very, very high value, and I would recommend polling for her because then you can actually drop Genie out of your party and you can add a lot more. You can add a lot better buffs to your party alongside that damage reduction. She also works really well with Magician Mini. If you were around for that event and picked up the free unit Magician Mini, then yeah, Ursula is a really great pickup. She only needs an attack buff of level 3 or more to deal heavy damage to one enemy on her EX skill, so that's very, very easy to proc pretty much every turn once you hit that requirement. And then obviously if you get her to LB2, all those buffs go up to level 3. And so she's really great with the damage reduction. The HP regen means, your healer isn't nearly as stressed out. Plus the SP charge. If you have that maxed out, basically you're getting 25 SP per turn, because a level 5 SP charge means every character on your team is going to generate 5 SP at the end of the turn, so that's 25 SP per turn. So you can almost drop, if you're used to bringing Marie on your party, you can almost drop Marie from your party entirely and add in another unit. So especially if you put like SP gain, well, I guess you'd need SP gain on the whole party, but you could at least give her a bit of SP gain and make her SP charge increase a little bit. But anyways, all that to say is she's a very well-rounded buffer, but she does require a separate offensive buffer to really make her worth pulling for. So if you have Belle, or if you have like Magic Mini, you know, you could even, honestly, you could even make a case to say like putting her on a team with Genie, even though the damage reduction overlaps. Genie's at least providing attack buffs and evasion. So you could even bring her and Genie on a party as well. But yeah, all that to say that if you're looking to pull for one of these two units, Ursula is definitely the winner. We do get some free tickets for these banners. However, 5 of them are in the login rewards, and then the other 5 are in mission rewards, and I'll talk about that in just a second. As for Ariel, she's a white striker. We already have Judy, so I'm kind of disappointed in seeing another single target white striker. I would have preferred a single target yellow striker, just because all of our yellow strikers are AoE, because that's Donald and Flynn, and neither one of them are particularly good. So I would have liked to see a single target yellow striker, but whatever. You know, we already have Judy, so already I'm kind of like meh. And then her EX skill is a party heal. Immediately looking at this EX skill, that immediately tells me that Ariel is an auto battle unit. All right, that is what she's here for. She is an auto battle unit. She's an auto battle party's wet dream, right? Because she's basically bringing all the heals on an auto battle team. Because since auto battle doesn't actually use healing abilities, it only uses attack skills. Basically, she will be your healer on an auto battle party. If you can get her to LB2, she also brings a level 2 defense up to allies. So again, just another reason why she is clearly an auto battle type unit. So if you like building auto battle teams, you're gonna love Ariel. But for manual players, I don't see the value in a unit like this. You know, feel free to disagree with me on that one, but she does not seem like a very high value unit for a manual party, but incredibly high value for an auto battle party. So take it or leave it. In my opinion, Ursula is the one to pull for. When I finally get the free tickets, I'm gonna throw those at Ursula. And if I get one of her, if I get a copy from those tickets, I will go ahead and pull the pity, because then that'll guarantee I get an LB1. I don't really want to pull for her without guaranteeing at least LB1, just because for me, she would need to have that SP charge in her kit to really make her worth replacing Genie on my party. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, you get 5 tickets from the login rewards on the last day of the week. So day 7 of login rewards, you get 5 tickets, which can be used only on these 2 banners. All right, so you have to use them on this one or this one. And then you also get some mission rewards. Okay, I think you have to spend 5,000 stamina to get the other 5 tickets, which is a lot. Like, that's a lot of stamina. Like, honestly, I haven't really calculated it, but I feel like it's gonna take me, you have 18 days to do it. It honestly might take me all 18 days to spend 5,000 stamina, because I mean, I'm not going to burn stamina pots just to do this mission. I'm only going to use natural stamina. It might honestly take me that long to get the 5 tickets, and then at that point, like, isn't the banner over? How long does the banner last? I'm kind of interested now. How long do these last? Okay, well, the banners last 3 weeks, so all right. I guess there's that. So it should be able to get all 10 tickets before the banner ends, I think, as long as you're, you know, burning your natural stamina as much as you can. You know, by the end of the banner period, you should be able to pull for them. With that said, keep in mind they are featured gacha, and they should end up in the general pool at some point down the road. So there's not a whole lot of FOMO necessarily with these units. But if you're wondering which one is the one to go for, Ursula is the winner. I have updated them in the DPRPG compendium, so I've updated with my reviews of both of the units. I've placed them in the tier list on that document. I will put a link in the details, the video details below, for you to check out the compendium and see what you think about these 2 units. Feel free to comment below if you have any differing opinions on how these 2 units perform. Now, if we go into if we actually go in, we can, we can go ahead and take down the big baddie. So I've already beaten the bonus level, and this is the team that we're going to use to do it. Ursula does hit pretty hard, so keep that in mind. That's why I've got both Pooh and Genie on my party, because I want the defense buffs and the damage reduction. If you can only bring one of the two, definitely damage reduction. Damage reduction wins every time. I will say I did beat it once without Pooh. I brought Belle instead, but I wanted to do a party that was all premier general pool units anyways. And so let's get in here and let's see how we take down the big bad Ursula. All right. So first of all, I want to take down the SP Eater. Something to note though is that these guys, they will hit you with SP lock. But it's single target, so as long as they don't hit Marie, you should be fine. But yeah, really what we want to do is we just want to go ahead and target this guy right here. All right, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and use these two abilities. I'm going to use Pooh and Genie to go ahead and buff ourselves up. Make sure we're doing all of our EX skills, and we're going to try and take out the SP Eater first and foremost, and then we'll focus on the other two. Okay, and that should do it. Yep. So that knocks him out. Okay. Alrighty, so now we can focus on these guys and try and take them out. Alright, and Marie just does what Marie does and generates a crap ton of SP. Alright, they need to stop hitting my Judy. Because she can't be below 90% or else she stops doing her EX skill. Alright. So let's just go ahead and knock this guy out. Okay. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to defend. Actually, I'll go ahead and buff and I'll defend with everybody else because the EX skills should definitely do the trick here. And this way we'll have plenty of SP going into the next fight. All right, first thing we want to do is we want to take down this guy because he, the little prankster, likes to do all kinds of buffs and debuffs on the party. So we're going to just focus on this guy. Ursula will do attack breaks and defense breaks to your party, so do keep that in mind. That's why you always want to keep your defenses up because she hits quite hard. Now, I haven't actually looked to see if you can break her attack. You probably can. I haven't actually used an attack breaker on her yet. If you can break her attack, definitely let me know in the comments below. That would definitely make fighting her a little bit easier for most players. But yeah, I just went the defensive route and just went full defensive party. Okay. All right, so yeah, you see, she even with the defense and the damage mitigation buffs, she definitely hits pretty hard. Plus, she does that defense break on you. So you know, something to definitely keep in mind. Speaking of, I definitely always want to keep my eyes on my defenses. Okay, so I'm gonna do some healing here with. Because I need Judy to be above 90%, so we're going to do some healing with Rapunzel. I am bringing Rapunzel on purpose because Ursula does use Paralyze. So that is something that you need to keep in mind, is that Ursula will use Paralyze on your party, so having someone that can get rid of Paralyze will be pretty important. It is single target only though, so it's not an AoE Paralyze, but yeah, just keep that in mind. See, if she starts focusing on one unit, it can be pretty devastating, so you do have to be careful on that one. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and, how are my attack buffs looking? All right, we're good on attack, so I'm going to let Genie just do a normal attack on this one. All right, we're just trying to keep our SP nice and juiced up, because once we hit get her into rage mode, we're going to want to get out of that very, very quickly. All right, she likes to delete your buffs. All right, that is super fantastic. All right, so here we go. We're just going to rebuff ourselves. We're probably going to hit rage mode at this point, but that's all right. All right, since we have Judy as our white striker, we should be able to get out of rage mode fairly quickly. It might not be, one turn, but we should be able to get out of it pretty quickly. And as long as we maintain our buffs, we should be all right. All right, so there's the Paralyze, as you can see. All right, we're going to go ahead and start using Judy's skill for the white striker. All right, we have our SP, which we're going to use that next turn because we're going to be hurting on the SP this time. All right, there you go. So that definitely takes a big chunk off of her rage bar. We might actually get out of it in one turn. Yep, nice. Nicely done. All right. All right, now we're going to use... Okay, so we are going to... we're just going to go ahead and do all of our buffs again. All right, we might as well. So I don't think she doesn't have any buffs up currently. But we do have Paralyze again on our Judy. We want to make sure we get rid of that using Rapunzel. All right, we're going to take advantage of the confusion mode and just hit it with everything that we've got and try and knock her out. All right. All right, once her HP bar gets into the red, she puts up a barrier, which is a 50% damage reduction. So yeah, it just means she becomes a fair bit bulkier. But as you can see, we're about to finish this anyways. So we're just going to go ahead and heal up and knock this one out. There you go. So as long as you've got your buffs, you maintain your buffs, you watch for when she does the buff deletion. Watch out for the buff deletion, and you should be all right. If you bring Marie, or if you have if you have the Patisserie Mini, if you pick that new Minnie Mouse up, so that you've got plenty of SP generation, that's great. Or maybe you've got maybe you picked up the new Ursula. All right, you could throw Ursula in there in place of Genie, and put Belle in place of Pooh, or Magic Minnie in place of Pooh, something like that. I think there are a lot of different team compositions you could go with. If you don't have Judy for the white striker, she's not really necessary. She just makes things go faster. So you know what? Use your best DPS unit in place of Judy. I happen to have Judy, and I love her. She's a bunny girl, so of course I love her. And so. And being a white striker is just, extra icing on the cake here for that one. But that's how I took down Ursula. You can too. I believe in you. I know you can do it. All right. And that's pretty much it. Did I get a new, what did I get? Oh, yeah, the bonus quest. All right, so I got my bonus quest mission done there. And I think that's pretty much all for the new stuff that they included in the game here. Like I said, I'm hoping they fix the little bug where you tap on the top tier players to get the gifts on the home screen. But yeah, and for now, I don't think they've even made any mention of it in the announcements or anything like that, but hopefully they'll fix that in the next patch. And maybe it's just me, I don't know. Let me know if it's not working for you, if it's bugging out for you too. But yeah, for me, I can't click on those units or else I get kicked to the title screen. But anyways, yeah, hope this was informative to you guys and helpful, and yeah. Enjoy the current story and the content, and good luck with your pulls if you're planning on pulling for one of these two units. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you on the other side.